Hello, hello. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, you
Hello, you
guys.
guys.
Welcome from Startup to Takeover Watch Us Work podcast with Kim and Latrice. Hello, Kim.
Hello, Latrice. How you feeling today?
I'm okay. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. I've had a good day. When I help people, it makes my day better or some for some reason because I see other people smiling because they are happy.
Mm-hmm.
So it
What you
makes
do
me
today?
happy.
What you help somebody with today?
Today I helped the lady that I was helping early in the week
Mm-hmm.
continue to help her more to grow a little bit more, showing her more things, because she have we have like a contract where we talk once a week or get together once a week if she needs hands on.
Mm-hmm.
So today was the day, and it made
Okay.
me feel so good because she sent me some things that she had made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was nice.
Oh, from
Yeah,
what you taught her. Gotcha.
right. Uh-huh. Yeah. So
Okay.
the day was a good day. It rained quickly and went away, but
Ooh, child, I'm so glad we ain't had no rain, I think, for 2 days straight.
2 days.
We're gonna have our little break. Mm-hmm. The break has finally hit. I think we
It
may get a
said
little bit on Saturday, so we're
it
back to
said
regular weather. Hmm?
it said that the temperature up north or it's so hot. Like, is that unusual?
No, it's not that hot. You gotta
Not.
think I'm not really people get mad, but Maryland, you
Mm-hmm.
gotta go really north of Maryland. We only had a
Okay.
high today of 85, and so no, we're not regular temps now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No. But yeah, so did you have anything you wanted to talk about today?
Um,
To slide on in and discuss?
I don't know. Not really. Nothing really, but doing for others to make you happy. Doing for others make you happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really not anything major or like Bub to talk about. Just happiness. I don't know. Just doing stuff for others make you happy.
Yeah, they did say that wealthy people
Mm-hmm.
they actually look to get wealthy so that they can help others.
Yeah,
Believe it or not.
and
And
that's
a lot
what
of
I'm
people
looking
talk
to do.
negatively about wealthy people, but I always say you never know what people are doing privately. Why are you in people's business? Why they have to
Yes,
broadcast what they're doing, then maybe it's not
yes,
authentic. You got to tell the whole world. You
right.
know, but when you look at it, most people who are doing very well is because they're looking to help other people. And that's their
Yes.
drive. That's what they go towards. So I
Mm-hmm.
get it. Of course, that's what me and my husband also push towards. And that makes you happy, it makes you feel good. And you don't have to boast and brag about it. Everybody don't have to know. So you should let your children
Yeah,
know. It's very
yes,
important for your children to know. But for
yes.
the whole world to know, yeah, no, I don't think it has to be done that way. I actually question the authenticity behind it when they got to put cameras in people's face and stuff like that.
Yeah, me too.
People know what
I
they're
always,
doing. Yeah,
especially if they're in church and they're praising the Lord, and they have a camera showing you praising the Lord. I'm like, who are you trying to impress, us or the Lord? And the word says you don't let your right hand know what your left don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. So you're not supposed to be telling people what you're doing, letting people know what you're doing. Like,
yeah,
you want to get your praises from the people or from God, because the people have that camera everywhere. If you stump your toe, the camera recording. Like,
that's true.
for $1, what are you gonna do with the dollar when you get it? Like I said, like you said, I like to make people happy. I want to be wealthy so that I can help others become wealthy and happy. People around me have what they need. That's what I want.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, me
Mhm.
too.
Yeah, and that's what I'm striving for.
Well,
You
good.
get you'll get a lot of well, not really, but you'll get some obstacle.
Yeah,
But if you know what to do,
absolutely.
you'll jump over those obstacles
Mhm.
and
I
keep
think you're
going.
gonna get them because God want to see. Are you gonna be able to push through?
Yeah.
You know, you can say you want to do something, right? And
Mm-hmm.
here's the thing we've all learned. You better be careful when you speak it because the devil gonna come and test you, baby. The devil gonna be like, okay, let's
Test
see.
you.
Let's
Yeah.
see. So I do believe
Yeah.
the challenges will come. You just got to get through it, get to the other side, and don't give up, right? And that's why I
Mm-hmm.
always say with the entrepreneurship, it's a beast. It doesn't mean you can't do it. It doesn't mean you shouldn't pursue it. Just understand what comes with it,
That's right.
and push through. You know, but you
And
do
don't
have to be mentally ready for that because it's a lot.
right. And you can't try to think you're gonna get it overnight
Right.
because it's
Right.
like a seed. You have to plant it and water it and keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Some people think they're gonna get stuff overnight, but it doesn't work like that. How long when you plant a seed in your garden? How long does it take the what I'm trying to say the quickest thing to grow?
The seedling to well for even for you to be able to start to see the seedling, you're looking at anywhere from 3 days at a minimum, right? That's just the
Right.
seedling. That ain't even the fruit yet. So anywhere to, I mean, there may be something out there that grows faster than I can recall. I can recall something as early as 45 days, but there may be some stuff before that, maybe some lettuces, but you're still looking at a minimum of 35, 40 days,
Mm-hmm.
right?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
So, girl, why is it so fun? I got a tomato plant in my front yard and 2 watermelon things growing. I said, I'm just gonna see what they're gonna do. I haven't fertilized it or anything, and there's actually one little tomato coming on that doggone thing, and the watermelon got the 2 vines and the flowers starting to come. I just want to watch and see because you know they say, oh, you got to fertilize, oh, you got to do all this. So I said, well, I'm just gonna see without me touching it what it's going to do. And girl,
Do you remember me telling you about the guy? Remember I said the guy was taking the barrel and he was putting just like everything in there, tomatoes, peppers, he was putting the seeds in there and didn't do anything else, just put it in the barrel with the fertilizer, I guess the ground, the dirt, and everything just was growing out. You
well, it
remember
will. It will. Yeah. But I'm saying I didn't even put fertilizer. That's what I'm saying. Nothing. A seed must have dropped. I didn't put anything down. This is my front yard.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's my front yard. And I didn't put anything down. Yep.
Wow. See?
And it's right there by my truck. So I'm thinking probably getting it out, getting the stuff out the trunk or something. Because I always back my truck into my driveway. And it's right it's right at the start of the driveway and the end of where the grass is where it popped up at. So I just want to see. I'm gonna send you a picture of it later on. I'm gonna go outside and send it to you, girl. I said, I can't believe a little tomato has actually popped because I've been watching it just to see what it was gonna do. And I haven't touched it at all. Wow. I haven't added any water nor fertilizer just from it dropping. Because when I looked, I said, wait a minute. The first thing I saw looked like a watermelon. I said, it's like a watermelon seedling. Because once you start gardening, growing your food, you can kind of tell the seedlings what they are, right?
Right.
And the seedlings is the very first little green stuff that plucks through the ground. So I'm like, that look like a watermelon plant. And so I looked again. I said, oh, that look another one right there. So I came around and I started just walking slow, looking just to see, what's weeds and stuff like that. Girl, and I said, that might be a tomato plant. No freaking way. And that's exactly what they are. So I just been walking, passing by them, not touching. My lawn guy, he don't touch it. Just go on. And I just want to see what's going to happen. But yeah, a little tomato has actually started.
So that means just the dirt from the earth is growing that.
Because they say that if you think about it, that's really what goes that is. So we'll see how it grows and stuff like that. I will tell you, we're not going to eat it because my front yard is where I put chemicals. I just want to see what it's going to do.
Right. You put chemicals for bugs?
For my lawn, to grow my lawn.
Oh, okay. Oh, to grow your grass. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not in the back. That's what I'm saying. The back is nothing on it. But the front,
Yeah. Seeds are everything.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful thing. I love it.
They are everything. Food, nourishment, like just take a seed, drop it. Yeah, even a seed, planting a seed.
We are seed.
That's what I was going to say. We are seed. Everything is a seed. Our words, if we start saying something, we're planting a seed.
And as they say, you came here with your seed inside of you. You are the fruit of it. Yeah. That means you are your purpose. When you came here on this planet, your purpose was already planted in you in the seed. And you have to flower. Yes. Same thing.
but why is it so hard for us to realize what our purpose is if we can't have?
Girl, that is so crazy. You said that. That's been on my mind so hard today. That and so knowing your purpose, but also I think that's tied to knowing your purpose and the difficulty of it. We want to make the choices that we make as humans if we understood our purpose. And so I was just like, so why do we learn? And not everybody, right? But why do a lot of us learn our purpose? And some don't at all, right? But why do a lot of us learn our purpose later in life? And it could have saved us from so many other things. Because once you know your purpose, I don't think you'll go down
Because
all
we
the
had
paths,
to grow.
twisted turns that I did.
I think we had to grow. You know, we had to grow to get to the purpose because
Well, some people get it early though, and I just wonder how does that happen?
You think some people get it early?
Yeah.
Yeah. To know their purpose, like what a doctor or a lawyer or
whatever it is, whatever that purpose is, yeah. I think they there's because we're all different. And I just wonder why the majority don't. I guess that's why they would be special, I guess.
Yeah.
To get it early. But I was just thinking today, like, man, if I knew so much of the things that I know now,
right,
I wouldn't have made the choices. A lot of the choices that I've made in life.
Maybe that's why we
didn't not understanding all of it.
Maybe that's why we had to go through those things and make the choices we made to get to our purpose, to find our purpose.
I don't know. I was just wondering about it today, though. I was like, man.
Yeah. I always be like, am I walking in my purpose? Am I, I feel like I am. And my purpose is, and I feel like the world purpose is to help. To help. The key word help, to help people, to help people grow, to inspire, not inspire because not inspire, but to motivate, to uplift. I feel like that's everyone's purpose because it just brought me so much joy just to help, even to give, like to give to someone. I think that's the purpose, like to be here to help, to give. So I learned what I needed to learn so that I can help someone else. It's almost like say, I'm teaching how to fish. What was the scripture about teaching them how to fish?
Well, I think it's also tied to your purpose. Has to be tied for whatever God it's for God's purpose, right? His ultimate purpose. So, which if it's for God, then it's always going to be in serving, right? Because if you're following your purpose and God sent you here for a purpose, then everything that you're doing is for His purpose. So I think that's automatically going to be serving. And serving is in so many different capacities. Everything we do is serving. Everything, whether people acknowledge it or not, right? Even the creator of making shoes, and prior to that, they had to make leather. You understand? So everything had a purpose for the greater good of God. But I don't even know if people tap into it that way.
No.
Yeah.
Because they're not hearing it enough or seeing it enough to tap into it. Like in order to see, tap into something, you got to see it and hear it enough.
And hear it.
Want to do it. And it's the opposite of trying to figure out your purpose. It's the opposite of that's going on in the world now. So that's
now. I think forever, not forever.
You think forever?
I mean eons, because that's why you still have the bad stuff going on because they don't understand, right? So and bad has always been here, so therefore eons. But I do think that it's disheartening when I see people now with me understanding, and that's the thing, you learn something, you don't want to overwhelm everybody else. You do want to make knowledge of it, but seeing this stuff people talking about, and when I see the dating stuff and the advice that is given,
wow,
God is nowhere in it. And it's just like, and I remember even when me and my friends were younger, we still always talked about God, right? But it's almost as if it's excluded. Even when they discuss the problems that people have in relationships or in marriages, most of these conversations, God's nowhere in there.
No,
it's all about, sis, go get your money.
Yep.
Don't worry about
And if you talk about God, it's like you're
Getting with
talking
the
about
man.
he's the worst. Like it's that like people make him look so bad.
What do you mean?
Like
Wait a minute, hold on.
as I said that
Say it again now.
before, not all people, but some things that people do, it doesn't
Oh, it doesn't represent his kingdom.
right.
Absolutely
That's what
not.
I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah,
And it
absolutely
makes it
not.
look like why we want to deal with why we want to have a relationship with God and this is happening or like bad people are seems like they are manifesting and God's people not they make it look like
Because the people who say they are God's people are not really operating in God's kingdom.
yeah
They're operating based off of religion. And operating based off of religion is you can play it how they want it.
yeah
Honestly, you know.
yeah
Just like you got well, we were going to discuss that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I think it's a play on religion versus God's way of living.
mm-hmm.
So I think that's how we get into people who are supposed to be representations of God out here. Let's say you have pastors in your family. I don't care if it's your father, your grandfather, or your uncle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have the little children in the family listening, but they see you as a drug dealer who's also a pastor, or they see you with multiple women and you're a pastor. You can turn them from God, and then they're gonna be like, wait a minute, this how these Christians are, and they see these bad people, and then on top of that, you're struggling, but they can go over here and see the regular drug dealer who ain't going to church, making all this money.
I listened to Kiara Shield, the gospel singer. Today, she was talking about her dad was leading her when she was younger, telling her because she was a pastor, but they was living in the hood or whatever. Her dad was leading her to be good, to do this and do that, of the God. But they were in the hood and they were hanging around. She would say thugs, and they had so much respect for the pastor. So she said she was thinking she need to get her a thug. I need me a thug. I need me a thug.
My God.
Yes, because the father was hanging around and they gave him utmost respect. So she thought she needed a thug. She said so she was going away from what her dad was teaching her about the Lord and walking in his ways to seeing the thugs that she thought she needed because they were giving her dad so much respect because he was the pastor.
So then that makes me wonder what he's more so focused on pastoring to them and not his own. I'm just asking, just a question.
And I'm not sure because I heard that part on the little snippet, how you make the little snippet. So I didn't listen to the entire interview.
Oh, no, gotcha. I'm just saying, just from that little bit, it makes me wonder how much he was actually leading in his home versus so much focus on the church. Yeah. Because a lot of times, and the thing is, you do need to lead your home first.
Yeah, and
you need to be leading in your home first. But if your focus is on the church more so, what they call Jesus' wife, your focus is more so on the church versus your own wife and your own home and your own children. Then you can lose yours along the way. I think we kind of dabbled in that a little bit earlier last week too. You lose your own, putting your focus solely, and when you're married, that ain't how that go. Right. So it could be, and it makes me wonder what was his focus. Right. Yeah. Because if you're teaching your daughter or your son or whoever you have in your home, that should also be the discussion about those people, those guys, and their choices and why they're making those choices.
I'm going to go back and listen to the entire interview because I do want to know what did she say to her father, because some of the clips said that she let her father know this. So I want to see what did she let her father know and why. What was it in reference to her wanting the thug, or what you just said? Did he not put more time in at home and more into the community than he did at home?
Girl, they say some pastors only open their Bible up when they got to prepare for their sermon. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So just because, her father was a pastor, it should speak for itself. Pretty much. Right. So, and that's the thing. Because, that's also in the Bible. A lot of pastors will get you there, but they won't get themselves there.
Right.
So it just makes me wonder, was he leading in his home? Or did that come later? like us.
Yeah,
Coming
like
later.
yeah, did it come later in life
Yeah.
that he started to lead?
Yeah.
Did he learn?
Yeah. Because more than
Yeah,
likely, that's probably what happened. Right. Because that's probably
'cause
what happened, you know.
he had to grow and learn too. Because I feel like,
Absolutely.
you know, back in the day, things were taught differently than it is now, and we know more and better. We so
But that's supposed to happen. We're
yeah,
supposed to evolve, which is
right.
right.
And so I feel like probably if they were true pastors or preachers or teachers or whoever, then they grew and know that they did make mistakes along the way and they taught wrong things along the way. So maybe he did do that. I'm not sure. Like I said, I want to
Right.
go back. Now I'm interested in it.
And she may not have addressed it. Yeah. It just depends on, because also, you know, a lot of times it depends on what questions are asked. You know, do they dive deeper? So yeah, she may have addressed it, you know. And it may not be something she even crossed her mind. You know. But
yeah, and
that's what I like about our life is the fact that we're supposed to, the generation should be evolving. It's a continuation of doing better, learning from our mistakes, and then ensuring that we're teaching, you know, our children and our children's children, and then they're going to learn from their mistakes, and then they're going to teach theirs, you know. So I think that's what it's about. We are supposed to get better.
I think a lot of people, you know, not all, but a lot of people are confronting their past situations now, whether it be with the family member or, you know, whoever. Now, I think people are confronting those issues so that healing can start in some kind of way. So a lot of people are doing it over the social media, but you know, people are confronting those issues now that they may have in the past with their, you know, parent or friend or, you know, a loved one or whoever. I think a lot of that is happening now.
I hope so.
Yeah, I do too. And if they hear, you know, us speaking and talking about it, maybe that can help change your mind to go and speak to a family member or a loved one or a friend or whoever to confront an issue to start the healing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I hear the beeper going off on my dinner, honey. But yeah, so I think that, I don't know. That's the beauty. That's one of the beauties of social media. I know social media get a bad, you know, take, but I think a lot of us are doing better, getting better, by people exposing themselves, you know, not being okay with being vulnerable. Like I'd be like, oh, sometimes people just tell too much, but no, it's a good balance, right? So it's good that some people are open, because then that may help you to go and have the conversation, even if it's privately, with whomever you need to have a conversation with, you know. So it's a mix, because the bad part could be because, you know, then people faking how they living and then make you get down and depressed because you think you should be living their way and you ain't living their way, but they ain't either. So
and people
double-edged sword.
They take things and talk about things and turn it and twist it. But again, the word says you don't tell everybody what you're doing. And if you tell everything, you are just giving them something to talk about. But if you don't tell everything and if you don't show everything, you don't give anyone anything to talk about. So
balance.
You're in my business, you this and that, but you giving it to us to talk about.
Yep. If you put it out there, you're saying it's okay to talk about.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. And a lot of people get upset with that because now, because it's opinion, someone's voicing their opinion about what you put out there, you're angry.
Yeah.
Everybody have one, and that's an opinion, and people will give it.
Yep. And I think the only good thing about it, even though it's negative, you'll get some negative connotation from it, not all, is the fact that people are talking, you know, and even if you didn't mean for it to come across however it came across, it'll start a dialogue somewhere. And You're going to have some bad stuff that's going to come with that dialogue, but you're also going to have some
Mhm.
good stuff, some healing for
Yeah,
someone. And a lot of times you don't know who you're touching, who you're helping,
that's right.
you know. So, that's the up and down with it, and the risk
Mhm.
that you take when you voice your opinion, or because even if you're putting something out there about yourself, more than like an opinion is tied to it, right?
It is.
And everybody has one, so you got to just kind of
Mhm.
take it, take
You
it as it
gotta have
comes.
you have to have thick skin if you want to put it out there. Like people are
Yeah.
getting out here, confronting their issues over social media. You must have thick skin when you do that because you're not
Yeah.
going to get all positive.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Not at all.
And if you sometimes you put it out there and you want to blame it on the next person, they're going to say it's you.
Yeah.
So
I
you
agree.
have to have thick skin and you have to know what, do you want to do this way or, privately. I feel like you should do things in private setting. I don't think the world should know your business like that. But people heal in different ways. So,
Yep. I think it depends on what it is.
and people like to share things in different ways. So
Yeah.
you can't
Absolutely.
be mad or judge. I don't. That's my preference. Just yeah.
Like for me, I think if you hurt your spouse
Mm-hmm.
publicly, you need to heal
Mm-hmm.
it publicly. That's just me. You did it out because, and I think even when we look at marriage, that's supposed to be an institution about God, right? God's institution. And so marriage is so it's not even about community anymore. You know what I mean? Even when we look at how marriage used to be back in the day, but with family coming together and well, the father side supposed to pay for everything, and this is why, and what goes with it. It's community involved. It's so far removed from that as a majority, I think. And I think that for one, with it being removed, when you mess up publicly, you want to go handle it privately. And with God's kingdom being, as small as it is, we talk about from worldly ways. I think a lot of correction can be done if it's handled publicly that way. Because the accountability is more, which ties into me, my opinion when I said the married couples having their podcast. The accountability is stronger when it's public versus it has to be privately. But you did it publicly. I don't know. That's just how I see it. But this whole marriage thing, I think, is so more worldly way than God's intention. So I guess it wouldn't even apply. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. Everything is opposite of God's way now. It's the world way. And if you're not of the world way,
it's not going to get better. It's not going to get better until we get on God's way. It's just not.
And it will happen because the scripture said what's done in heaven will be. Will be.
The world's way is full of destruction.
Mm-hmm.
That's its purpose. So until we understand that,
and we should have known it in the beginning because it says when Eve told Adam to eat that apple, God said don't eat it because you're gonna know.
Apple. Let's say fruit.
I mean fruit. Well, I'm just saying. He said.
No, I remember one year. Somebody said, where does apple come from? Because the Bible.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying he said you're gonna see evil. You're gonna see evil. And you're gonna see good when you see that. Yeah. So we should know. Then we shouldn't have known then that we were gonna see evil.
But the thing about life,
we
don't. The thing about life is we don't always catch on immediately. Which is what you were talking about. It comes at different times. Some people get it earlier than others. But eventually, hopefully, you get it before you leave here and make some changes and some adjustments and
yes,
and steer those behind you who you're supposed to be training up the right way. Right.
That's right.
All right, you guys.
Anything. No, I was just saying, let your light shine without saying anything. That's it.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. On
our day 22 of our 30-day challenge.
Wow. Yeah.
7 more days.
Commitment.
Yes. So come join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on same platforms. We will be here just to have a conversation about different things with life.
Yeah.
And we will
Watch
definitely see you guys tomorrow.
W
So from
U
startup to
W.
takeover. All right. Kim and
Have a
Latrice,
good night.
we're out. Good night.